It's no secret that I tend to dress to impress because your clothing says a lot about you. And if you want your clothing to say that you're a cool, easygoing person and devoted Spontaneanation listener, you should check out Pod Swag. They've got Spontaneanation socks, t-shirts, enamel pins, stickers, everything you could ever want. Plus, they release brand new products all the time, so you're sure to find something you love. It's all available at podswag.com. That's podswag.com. Uh-oh. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this place, this event. Yeah, I'll say it. It's a place and an event. It can be both. What do you know? Guys, I'm sorry I got mad. Full disclosure, I haven't done this in a while, but I've once again neglected to eat before doing the show. It's not good for me. Might be good for you. I think a lot of those episodes are a lot of fun when my blood sugar is low, because it really makes things silly. Do you think that Gandhi got crazy punchy when he was fasting? And at a certain point, he's like, guys, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm so hungry. How much do you think Gandhi was apologizing to people around him? Like to his wife, like, honey, I'm sorry. You know what? I haven't eaten in a month, so I'm a little crabby. Oh, wish I hadn't said crabby. How much crab do you think Gandhi ate in his lifetime? I bet he could have eaten a little bit more. Boy, I hope we don't have to answer questions like that when we get to the afterlife. It's like trivia about yourself. How much crab would you say you've eaten? 100 pounds? 100 pounds? Did you enter a crab eating contest? You know that I didn't. Yeah, that's right. You think over your lifetime you ate 100 pounds of crab? Look, I don't know. I died of hunger. I can't think straight. I have low blood sugar forever. That's right. It's the one thing that follows you into the next world. Whatever state you were in, hunger-wise, that's it forever. If you're hungry, if you're too full, you ate too much bread, you showed up to the restaurant hungry, you should have had a snack, handful of nuts, something. Come on, guys. Do you think Gandhi snuck a handful of nuts every once in a while? It's like, yeah, still not eating. I got an almond husk in my throat. I'm Gandhi. Ladies and gentlemen, that's right. The famous quote, I got an almond husk caught in my throat. I'm Gandhi. Welcome to Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. I am the second part. This is a show where you invite a baby to host the show. All right, that's fine. Get out of here. This is a show where you invite... God damn. This is a show where we invite a special guest to have a free-form conversation with me, inspired by a blind question from our previous episode's guest. Then I invite some improviser pals onto the program to join me in a narrative improv that is one continuous story as opposed to unconnected scenes. Oftentimes, utilizing details gleaned from my conversation with that aforementioned special guest. And it is all scored on piano by Mr. Eban Schletter. Oh, he did extra fanfare for himself. Listen, I encourage all listeners to do that. If you have a piano at home or at work, maybe you work in the piano store, there's tumbleweeds blowing through there. Whenever you introduce yourself, give yourself a little fanfare. Right? Use that one as a guide. Don't you think you deserve it? Now, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a special guest. Usually what we do is we talk to the special guest first, and then we introduce our improviser second. Our special guest is on her way. She's running late because she was a fill-in guest because our other guest dropped out earlier today. But don't you worry. This is going to be a good show. And we're going to get the goodness started by introducing our friends from the land of make pretends. Seated to my right. She's back on the show. You're going to see her very soon in Bajillion Dollar Properties on CISO.
Oh, man.
Oh, man is right.
What's that gonna be like? Oh, man, I'm always nervous. Oh.
Why?
You never know, you know?
You never know, you know.
You what?
But you know what? Here's what you do know.
What?
Mary Sohn.
Hey.
Is her name. Mary, welcome back to the show.
Hi. I am feeling too excited.
Why do you say that?
Because, well, I don't mean to blow everyone's load, but it's an all-gal episode.
It is true.
And maybe that's happened multiple times and I just don't know about it, but...
It has happened on more than one occasion.
Okay.
It is true. Yes.
And I'm a fool.
Why are you a fool?
For pre-thinking that was a...
Is part of your enjoyment of it that this is the first time it's ever happened?
I was cheesing pretty hard on my way over here. Like first
You were what? Cheesing pretty hard.
Cheesing.
I don't know that term as a term of excitement.
Yeah, it's like, smiling extra hard.
Oh, I see. That makes sense now.
Aw.
Mary, I learned something from you every time.
Come on. We're a friend and teachers to one another.
As we all should be.
Do not point your finger at me.
I was pointing at the sky.
And then it fell
It did
down.
fall down to point right at you. But look, 4 pointing back at me. You gotta like those odds.
Hey, I do like those odds.
Mary, I'm gonna turn away from you now
Fair enough.
to look across the table.
Whoa.
That's right. You didn't see that coming.
No.
Amanda Lund is back.
Hello, everyone.
Amanda, hi. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Now, when people hear this,
Yes.
you'll be married.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you're not married yet.
I'm not. No, in a couple of weeks. 2 weeks.
That's a couple.
Yes, 2.5 weeks or so.
Are you freaking the fuck out?
Well, I had an episode yesterday.
Oh, an episode.
I've been really good. But then yesterday I just cried a little.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but then I feel a lot better today.
You cried out of, did you feel overwhelmed?
I had a vendor fall through,
Oh.
but now I thought it was going to be too expensive, but now I think I've come to terms with it and I'm just going to pay money to not have to stress out.
There you go.
Yeah, but I had a moment where I was like, this is crazy yesterday, and I was in a snapping turtle mood. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but now I got a good night's sleep and I feel a lot better. But no, I'm really excited about, the wedding and the marriage and all that fun stuff.
That's good. It's good you include the marriage.
Yes, because you do forget, wow, the wedding ends in a marriage.
Yeah.
And then the marriage lasts your whole life.
It's supposed to.
Yeah. And then you don't get another wedding.
Never. You shouldn't.
No.
If you live life the way I live life, which is in the grace of God.
Yes, that's true.
What was the vendor that dropped out? Was it the cigar rolling station?
Yeah, it wasn't the cigar rolling station. It wasn't the mariachi band, and it wasn't the craft table. I'm just kidding. It wasn't a vendor that dropped out. It was a hairdresser who ended up being more expensive than I thought. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, oh God, gotta do another hair trial. And but then I was like, you know what? No, I'm just going to pay her what she deserves.
There you go.
Yeah.
What she deserves.
But she did a good job,
Now, hair trials, of course, are what I think happens in the Hunger Games. Amanda, I'm going to look next to you.
Bye-bye.
Because this lady, she'll be at that wedding.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be walking down the aisle,
Mm-hmm.
pulling Amanda's hair,
Her
trying
na-
to get her back out the door.
What? Maria Blasucci is back.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Maria, are you intimately involved with this wedding and the preparations? Are you there for the day-to-day?
Oh yes. Yeah, I'm on salary. I've been on salary for the past year. No, I am one of Amanda's bridesmaids. Mm-hmm. So I have been involved in the wedding bridal shower.
That's
and
right.
the bachelorette party.
Mm-hmm.
Which was just last weekend.
Yeah, we went to Vegas. And yeah, I'm just there as a shoulder to lean on, to cry on, to smack, to just be there,
The three shoulder responsibilities.
The only three things you can do to a shoulder.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's been fun. It's been great.
Have you been in a wedding before?
Yeah, I have.
Amanda, have you?
Yes, I have.
Mary, have you?
I have, and people keep asking me to be their bridesmaids, and it always ends terribly. So
Really?
I'm just putting
Why?
it out there.
No, what? You mean like the marriages do not last?
No, that they asked me to be their bridesmaid or their maid of honor.
Oh, that's
and then you know,
nice.
and as you all know, in this world, you can't commit to anything.
Oh, I see, because you might have a job come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a problem with me.
That's why I picked her.
Yeah. I'll always be there. Don't you worry. I'll always be there.
Are the weddings that you've participated in, are the marriages still extant?
Yes.
Not mine. Not all of them.
Mary?
Yes.
You have a perfect attendance record. That's not right. Do you have to buy new dresses every single time?
Yes.
Yeah. My wife went through that. She was a member of, I feel like 1 year, under a dozen, but almost a dozen weddings.
Wow.
And yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't have that many friends.
No, me either.
I mean, after Amanda, it just kind of falls.
Dunzo.
Deep drop off
Yeah.
Then you're
I don't
the bride.
into colleague territory.
Yeah, I'll have one more person that I'll be a bridesmaid for unless I just become friends with someone.
I don't think that's
But I don't
gonna
think, yeah, I don't
happen.
think
Unless
that's,
I just become friends with someone.
but I just have one more person that I'd be a bridesmaid for. So this is my swan song.
Enjoy it, girl.
Yeah, I am. I am.
You gonna go out with a bang?
I'm going to go out with a big
I
bang. You'll
hope
see.
not. I hope
A
not.
bang bang.
Oh no, one for me and one for Matt.
No, one for you and one for me.
Oh God.
Has anyone here ever officiated a wedding?
No.
Trick question I have.
You have. I
Well,
know.
that's a
right.
man's job. Men never ask the
You're the
women
worst.
to. Men never ask women to. I've never heard of a woman doing anything at the head of an altar.
Oh my God.
I've never heard of it, and it seems silly to me.
You don't think there's sacrifices?
Oh, yes. People are burned at the stake.
Women are great at sacrifices, like to spill a baby's blood or an animal's blood.
Yes.
I think you really want a
yeah.
woman's touch.
I think so.
Yeah. We're all agreed.
We want an elegant.
No, I want to be fair. I think it's wonderful if a woman officiates a wedding. Do I think anyone's asking her? No.
Well,
I've never seen it. And you can call in. The lines are open, and you can say if you have, but I've never seen it.
But you know, you're young yet, Maria, and I've seen a few women.
Have you?
I've seen a few women officiants in my day.
All right, well then
And heard of two more.
well that's hearsay.
It's true. It's circumstantial. It is
No, I think
anecdotal evidence at best.
it would have been nice if you had asked me to officiate your wedding. I would have had a couple things to say.
I'm sure you would have. He's gonna have a muzzle on for 24 hours.
Who is officiating your wedding?
James Bladen.
Oh, that's... Come on, Maria.
That makes
you
sense.
can't be
No,
mad
I'm
at
not.
that.
I don't want to take it away from James. I just, maybe if you would have given me something to do.
He's like a tall... He looks like a preacher, right?
He has the energy, yes, of he has a very religious energy.
Yeah.
But
He has a mellifluous voice. He has it's very just
Gentle, calming.
yes.
Yeah, honestly, people are gonna sleep like babies that night
Oh yeah.
because it's gonna be like a lullaby.
And he's also going around and touching it, giving everyone a shoulder rub.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's unsolicited back rubs all over the place.
Well, I think weddings are great. Just to bring it all back.
Oh, let's go around the room. What do you think, Mary? Weddings, great or not?
I love them.
Okay, Amanda.
TBD, I'll let you know May 7th.
Very wise.
Paul,
I like weddings a lot. My wife and I are trying to befriend more and more young couples so we get invited to more weddings.
that's a good movie idea.
Oh, get out.
It is.
I mean, it's a movie idea.
No, it's a good one.
No.
It's like that Ben Stiller, Naomi Watts movie, the Noah Baumbach one.
That's right.
with
What's Your Hurry?
Oh, no.
What was it called?
it's What's Your Hurry? It's called Let's Be Young Again, or The Youngsters.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
youngsters.
yeah.
The youngsters.
Young, let's
While we're young.
while we're young.
Yeah.
Hey Nicole, how's it going?
All right. Maria, no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She's not here yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to take a break. During the break, you will listen to the ad.
You can edit it out.
We don't edit anything except when Jordan Black and Stephanie Courtney hit the wrong sound effects multiple times. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back and we will meet our guest. More when Spontaneous Nation returns to you. Indochino! You know what Indochino is. They make suits for you. Okay? Made-to-measure suits look so much better than just an off-the-rack suit because it's tailored to you and your dumb body. Look, the human body is stupid. That's why we need tailors. Okay? Everybody looks better in a suit. They look even better than better in a custom-made suit. And Indochino is making it easier to get not even easier. They're making it easy to get a perfectly tailored suit at an incredible price. You can choose from hundreds of top quality fabrics and personalize your suit just the way you want it, whether it's for work, wedding, another special occasion, the opening of a blimp. Weddings, very important, okay? You go to a wedding. You got to wear a suit. You're anxious about it. What if I look like a jerk? You pull some suit out of your closet. You don't wear that often. You're like, no, I forgot I hate this suit. Why not look forward to wearing a suit for a wedding? Because you know you're going to look like 1 million American dollars. Bucks for short. Indochino has set up hundreds of thousands of men and are now the largest made-to-measure menswear brand in the world. That's planet Earth, baby. Visit Indochino.com or drop by one of their 9 North American showrooms. You pick from hundreds of fabrics and patterns. You choose your customizations from lapels to pleats to jacket linings and more. This is all fun to do, by the way. You submit your body measurements. That's less fun if you're like me. You kick back, relax, and get ready to step into the best, most stylish suit you have ever worn in just 4 weeks. This week, my listeners can get any premium Indochino suit for just $379 at Indochino.com when entering PFT at checkout. That is 50% off the regular price for a made-to-measure premium suit. Plus, shipping is free. That is Indochino.com, promo code PFT for any premium suit for just $379 and free shipping. You will never have to worry about badly fitting suits or expensive trips to the tailor again. Get ready to look like $1 million. And listen, here's how you know I endorse this product. I'm recording this ad in a hotel room and I'm speaking at full voice, and I know people can hear me. New sponsor alert. New sponsor alert. Go to your celebration drawer, unseal your confetti, and throw it around your room. Hello, folks. Spontaneous Nation would like to welcome a new sponsor, BespokePost.com. What is it? It is a subscription club for guys. You get a box of stuff every month, like fun lifestyle items, right? The boxes are $45. They revolve around themes like grooming, food, drink, travel, basically any category a guy would care about. A category. Boxes are assigned to you on the first of every month, but there's no commitment. I know guys like that too. Comedy. You have 5 days to review your box. You can skip any box without penalty. Let's say you're like, they're going to send you a grooming box. And you're like, I don't want that. I just want the drink box. Because you think they're going to send you juice boxes. They're not. You don't know what's going on. I'm trying to tell you, but you don't want to listen. Check out trythepost.com/PFT. Trythepost.com/PFT. You can do that now, or use code PFT at checkout. Get 20% off your first box. See what it's all about, how much fun it is. That's trythepost.com/PFT or promo code PFT. BespokePost.com. It's waiting for you. Welcome back to Spontaneous Nation. You didn't go anywhere, and neither did we. Well, guess what? Our guest is here. I'm so happy to be looking at this person, as I always am. She's a treat. I'm mad about it. She almost knocked over her water, but didn't.
Just
Please welcome back to the show our friend Nicole Parker.
hello, thank you.
Nicole, thank you for being here on short notice.
Short notice. That's the name of my autobiography.
That's not a bad name for an autobiography.
Right. I'm always filling in.
Do you feel that way?
I do. I definitely am a person who gets called in like last minute, like, ugh,
Right.
you know, which definitely more so than like, we thought of you first.
Right.
I'm not saying that in any bad way. It's just, it probably just comes from the fact that I say yes to like everything. And I like a challenge. So like, you know, a lot of times, whether it's like a benefit or some host has dropped out, like people seem to be like, well, get Parker. She'll do it for free.
When you hosted that thing as Ellen,
Oh God, that's what I'm talking about. These kinds of things.
were you a backup choice for that as well?
I mean, I always assume, you got to assume, right? Always assume you're a backup choice. But I don't know. I will say that I did get an email that kind of seemed like I might have been
Right.
up there. But oh, come on. That's not true.
Do you think they
Molly
tried-
Shannon probably said no the hour earlier.
What if Ellen had said no and they were like, we'll show her.
Oh my God.
We'll get a fake Ellen in here.
And a real Oprah.
This is a real Oprah. Yeah, Ellen said no. Oprah said yes.
Yeah, that's right.
I would refer the listener to episode, I don't remember the number, but the name is Home Depot. Was the last time Nicole was here. She told a great story about bombing in front of the fashion industry.
That's right.
Here, Nicole, here is my question to you.
Yes.
Put forth by me from our previous episode's guest. That question is, do you hear that noise?
I do.
It's like a little flying saucer landing.
Yeah.
Like it's
Is it the air?
It sounds like the air, although it's not cool in here. So we're just getting the noise, but none of the benefits. All right. It sounded for a second like someone's tea was ready. Nicole, stipulating that there's nothing wrong with here, if you could be anywhere else right now, where would that be?
Geographically or emotionally?
That's up to your interpretation. I'd let you interpret that however you wish.
It's probably just means here in this room. I'd probably be. I'll tell you right now, it's getting to be like that sort of nice weather where it's actually nicer to go other places, especially the country. Is like the rest of the time, it's like, oh, I'm good here. I'm totally good here.
Right.
But when spring happens, like I went to school in Indiana. Which is really random, but I could explain. I was the first time I experienced.
What age is this?
This was, I wasn't like some prodigy. I wasn't like, 10. Did I not say college? I
You
went
did
to
not say college. You
Okay,
said
that's
school.
why.
All right.
I was like, interesting question, Paul. I'm the idiot.
Because we've talked about
I
your
went to college.
grade school experience before.
We did, yes, we did. Which I thought of one quick last thing, if you want to know.
Absolutely, I do.
This weird private school I went to where everything was sanitized and creepy and culty. And when we would sing songs that were not deemed necessarily appropriate, the lyrics were changed, and the results are amazing. So I remembered 3. For a spring sing, which was like a thing where we sung for the parents at the end of every year.
Sure.
We did I'm So Excited, which is pretty impossible. It's literally all about having sex. I'm going to squeeze you. So literally it was like, we're going for all the pleasures in the night. We're like, we're going to have some friends and play tonight. Like it was literally like that. And so,
Why bother?
So the second one was we did Sound of Music, and they wouldn't even allow the lyrics of 16 going on 17, right? So when she sings, "Totally unprepared am I to face a world of men," right? She goes, "Totally unprepared am I to be without a friend," and I'm like, what? Like, it makes it a whole different thing. And then the best one, though, I did remember this. I was driving one day and was like, oh my God, it popped into my head. For our graduation, my graduation, we sang Rod Stewart's it's already funny. I don't even have to finish. We sing it, Forever Young, right? But there's a lyric where it says, "Build a stairway to heaven as a prince or a vagabond." I don't know why that wasn't allowed. And so they smush this in, which doesn't even scan. "Build a stairway to heaven and remember this our special bond."
Oh my God.
And I just remember Mr. Lundgren clapping it out, because he was like, "Remember this our special bond." Like it was like, oh my God, too many 16 notes and 1/8, and go fuck yourself.
Do you know it never I never thought about the song "I'm So Excited" as being about sex, even though clearly it is, because it's such an unsexy
squeeze
song.
you, please you, wrap myself
Yeah,
around
no,
you.
I know.
It's not about a summer vacation for a grade schooler.
No, it's certainly not. Certainly not.
All right. Anyway, well, I went to school. I went to college in Indiana, in Bloomington. It was a beautiful school, and it was the first time I experienced like seasons because I grew up here in Southern California. So there is a feeling in the air that like kind of starts to happen. You know, like spring, where you've like earned the spring and summer if you've lived through like a shitty winter,
Yes,
pretty much anywhere else in the country.
Yes.
And so what I would say is I would be there for a weekend or like Michigan, because I feel like a lot of my family's from there. This is like right when it's starting. It's probably not starting yet, but like when spring first hits at a place like that, I love that. Bloomington has many tulips, and they all start blooming, and it is gorgeous. I am officially my mother now.
Right.
It's not a bad thing. Now, just what? I'm going to leave. I'm going to drive in the car, and to no one, I'm going to drive by and say, well, now that used to be a hospital. Maybe that is a thing. And then the transformation will be complete. And I also will forget how to check my voicemails.
I remember. Oh, speaking of, you posted something online recently.
Oh, God.
This
is my attempt at Twitter. Because of this show is why I'm on Twitter. Honestly, truly. Because I've avoided it, and then every time at the end, it's like, what do you got going? And what's your Twitter? And it's like, I guess I got to play along. It's 2017.
You tweet roughly every 2 months. But you always make it count. By the way, here's what I love. Nicole's Twitter bio is, I'm trying my best.
That's right. It's just honest.
Yeah, it's
true.
very honest.
It's true.
But I remember you did a video of baby Groot. There was some weird little plant outside your window in the rain.
It was. Honestly, it really looked like him. Yeah, I'm going to retweet it on the day the movie opens, because I think that'll be fun, right? Isn't that a thing you do? Retweet?
That's right. Schedule that retweet.
I'm going to schedule that retweet. It's already scheduled. But yeah, I was just staring at it for the longest time, because it was like when those rains were crazy, and it was just getting batted about, and it really did. I was like, it really looks like Groot. And he really did die. He was decapitated in the storm later. I didn't follow up with that. I know, it's sad.
It was good that you spared everyone that.
I think so.
So you were actually coming to meet me for lunch.
Yes.
And you almost got into a car accident. Not your fault.
Okay, no, this is already starting out badly. As a description, I feel like I already sound guilty. It was the thing where sometimes, I don't ever text in the car, but I will push the little microphone.
Yes.
Either to make a note to myself or to send a text. Yeah. And yes, I was doing that, where I was actually it was hands-free, and I was saying the text. And yes, a guy pulled in front of me, or either hit the brakes really fast. And so, yes, I mean, the text, I looked back, I completely forgot that I was leaving a text. So I looked down, and it's like, how was New York? Fuck, what the fuck? Fuck, why'd you do the fuck? Well, we are really lucky. Like, it was something, again, becoming my mom, like, really lucky, Charlie. She always calls someone in the other car Charlie. I don't know why. Yeah, and it was like, Twitter just enjoyed it. And I was like, I don't know what's happening. People are doing things, and my phone's making noise.
You have notifications on?
I don't.
You gotta take those notifications off.
Well, sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm honest about it. I'm trying my best. Inevitably, there was one, and I sent all the screen capture. Right. I showed it to you before I even tweeted it out. And then inevitably, I was like, I just know someone will be like, maybe shouldn't have been even doing anything with your phone when you were driving. And sure enough, someone did. But I like that it was followed by just a thought.
Yeah,
one of those. Just a thought. And then,
it was a classic, like, I don't know, maybe don't maybe text while you're in the car.
You're an idiot, and maybe I am way smarter than I'm going to call this out right now and put an end to this ridiculous liking that's going on. And
he was outraged by the likes.
And he was worried about my safety and others. And you know what, sir, I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I mean, you're not entirely wrong, but I mean, come on. It was for a laugh. It was a fun laugh.
That's right.
So anyways, where would I be? Michigan? Yeah, I'd be Michigan. I'd be watching the tulips bloom in Indiana. That's all I got.
Did you used to have a favorite season when you were a kid, and has that changed as an adult?
I did. I really did love Christmas, even though again here it's like, ooh, a leaf fell and I've got a light jacket on. It's Christmas, I really did love that. It did to me, it was a season until I actually realized, no, it's like when you can't get your car out of your driveway, then it's Christmas. And that lasts till April. But I did love that. And I loved, growing up here in the summer was, it's pretty great. When you're like down in Orange County, it's like I was like a beach kid. I know I look nothing like that. When I moved to Indiana, everyone was like, oh, you're from Chicago. When people see me now, they're like, oh, you're from New York. You're from anywhere but Southern California. I don't look like it at all. And when I got to Indiana, people were like, you didn't have to come here, right? Like, you didn't, like, you're from where? But, they had a really good school of music and whatnot. But it really was, I was definitely I still said California things at the time, like stoked. That is something I used to always say. I'm so stoked. Right. And people would make, a lot of fun of me for it. And then I was just all of a sudden in the middle of this very, very Midwest town. And I remember I took like French all throughout school because the private school made me take French since I was 6, if you remember.
Of course. So
I just continued to take it. And, but when you do it in like a classic Midwest town with like tons of sorority girls, it translates to them like, no one ever made an attempt at an accent like these girls. So like you just basically get like them talking about their weekend and they have like hot girl voice, where it's like scratchy like that, like vocal a little fry. Vocal fry. Yeah. And so they're just like, so we can Comedy-SPONTANEANATION, and they had to ask Comedy-SPONTANEANATION, how do you say for like every other word? So we like, so we can say très amusement, or like more what Midwest like, c'était très amusement, et c'était Comedy-SPONTANEANATION wasted, and then it was just ridiculous. The teacher just being like, I don't have a word for wasted, but like, j'ai boire beaucoup de boire. Beaucoup de bière? Is that how you say it? Beaucoup de bière, and they didn't make any attempt at it, and it was weird. It was like a very Big Ten school, but I was like in the nerdy sort of like improv musical group. It was like very, there were not many of us.
Right.
So I didn't really do anything you're supposed to do at a Big Ten school. Like when everyone went to, like I didn't go to a single basketball game. That's terrible. And I'm a huge basketball fan. And that was IU. Now it was past the Bobby Knight time.
Why didn't you go to any basketball games?
Because, Paul, I lived in the dorm named Briscoe Disco. I knew it was the stupid names people come up with for it. When you first get there, they're like, oh, you're in Briscoe Disco. I'm like, what does that mean? It was the furthest away because I was like the latest to apply. It's like I got the shit one where you have to walk like a mile down a hill into the campus. But because it was across the street from both the football stadium and the basketball arena, when you live there, everyone in the dorms on Saturdays leaves and goes to see those games. That's a perfect time for you and your gay friend Eric to sing all the Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast you want in the laundry rooms because no one's going to bother us. And the acoustics were so good. I wish I was kidding, but that's literally what we did. We would like call each other, be like, want to meet up? And he'd run up from his whatever the hell the punny name was for his dorm, and we would just sit in the laundry room. And we would sing. Oh God, all we wanted to do. It's just so funny.
Sure.
And now I get older and I look at a show or a musical and I'm like, oh God, I don't sing till the second act. Only one easy. Like, back in the day it was like, how many songs do I have and how many lines am I? And I'm like, when do I go home and how late can I push the half hour? Just kidding. I'm a professional, you guys.
Nicole Parker, no one doubts that for a second.
Good thinking.
We are going to take a break. We're going to get our location from the social networking platform Twitter. If you would like to submit a location, we take them every Wednesday from 12 to 12:05 Pacific. PM, that is. Some guy gave me a hard time. I said 12 p.m. and he's like, hey, could you make it earlier? Because that's like 3 a.m. on the East Coast. And I said, it said PM. Then he said, maybe noon would have avoided the need for disambiguation.
Just a thought.
Or maybe I've been drinking. And I'm like, you're drunk. We can't skim 140 character messages, guys. All right. So follow @SpontaneANation on Twitter. And we will find out whose location has been selected. We will read the name and the location, and then we will do our improv. All of this and nothing else when SpontaneANation returns. I love you. Hey, have I ever told you that story about movement watches? I haven't. Oh, I can't. That's on me. It's a great story. Started by two broke college kids that wanted to wear stylish watches but couldn't afford them. It's classic Joseph Campbell stuff. Movement, which is spelled MVMT, fun, watches, was founded on the belief that style shouldn't break the bank. This is the hero's journey. Okay? By selling their products entirely online, like Jason or some Argonauts, Movement was able to cut out the middleman, Cyclops, and the retail markup Medusa. In order to provide you with the best possible price, watches starting at just $95, the Golden Fleece. That's a fraction of what department store brands typically charge, Hades. This revolutionary pricing, along with Movement's classic design, the Sirens, quality construction, and styled minimalism, Atlas, has led to over 500,000 watches being sold in over 160 countries. Pangea. I even have one, and I've been getting compliments ever since I put it on, much like the robot owl from Clash of the Titans got a lot of compliments when he got those sunglasses. You didn't see the sequel? So step up your watch game and see why people across the world, which is not held up by Atlas, he holds up the sky. The world is just there. All love Movement watches. Did you remember the beginning of my sentence? Just go to mvmtwatches.com/PFT and get 15% off today, plus with free shipping and free returns. That is mvmtwatches.com/PFT. Join the movement, just like Orpheus did. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back to Spontanea Nation, ladies and gentlemen. Well, good news. Everyone's alive. We got a location from Twitter, and we are ready to begin our improv. But first, just so as you know, in order to aid us in our storytelling, we use 3 sound effects that move us about in time. Let's say we need to travel to the past for some reason. There are many reasons to do this. You're remembering something. We're learning how something came to be. There's 2. If we go in the past, we will hear this flashback sound effect. Right. Let's say we need to return from the past to the present day or travel to the future. What are you laughing at?
she took a sip of water and you could hear it. You'll be able to hear it if you go back, everybody. Listen.
And I looked over and Nicole was laughing.
I didn't know where it was coming from, and I looked over and saw this.
I'm sorry, but it was very, I felt very vulnerable after. No one should have to hear it.
Oh, no.
It delighted me. That delighted me.
No, it's okay. Vulnerability is good. Vulnerability gets you work.
No, it's not good.
Use it.
Yes.
Use it.
It's not good. It's a weakness.
Sorry.
Okay, so this is the past. This is the future. This is the present day. If we're in the present, we want to find out what's happening somewhere at the exact same time. Past. Present. Future. Everyone understands.
Yes.
Nope, I don't need confirmation. I'm telling you, everyone understands. And now we're ready to reveal our location. We're going to put it in a pen. Fatten it up real good. Won't let it move around. We are ready to reveal our location, provided to us by Twitter user Jonathan Gould. Jonathan Gould, thank you for this location, which is in the green room of a local morning show. In the green room of a local morning show. We take you now to the green room of a local morning show.
Morning, Tom.
Good morning, Meredith. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm okay, I guess. Holding up as well as can be expected.
How's the marriage?
It's not good. You know, we concentrated so much on the wedding, and that was 30 years ago. We got to put all our energy into that. And marriage has been a steady decline.
Why do you think that is, Tom?
Well, you know, I don't think I really wanted to be married. I think I just wanted to have a wedding, and maybe I should have just done that. Maybe I should have just found a gal who just wanted to have a wedding, just like me, and we just did the wedding, and then we went our separate ways afterwards.
That would have been funny, wouldn't it have been? What if I and you...
What do you mean? Like,
oh, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm, as you know, happily married to Jonathan.
Yeah.
And I love weddings.
You're still happy after 30 years?
I've never been happier.
Do you think it's
Tom.
strange that we got married on the exact same day to different people?
I think it's not only strange, but it's serendipitous.
And we couldn't attend each other's weddings even though we had been colleagues.
Yeah, colleagues and, well, Tom, I don't know if you know this, but it was more for me.
Meredith, this news comes at a very awkward time because it was more for me too.
You're kidding.
Well,
Nope.
it's going to be a cloudy one.
Hi, Janice.
Hi, I can't wait to do the weather today. I love when it's cloudy. Makes my job easy.
Really? Why is that?
Well, because I just say this. I say it's going to be cloudy, so put on maybe a knee boot and an overcoat
Now,
or a
why-
light jacket.
Now, Janice, why is that easier than if it's sunny out?
Oh, well, if it's sunny, I could say put on a sundress, wear shorts, wear a romper. Do you see?
Well, you've been wearing a lot of rompers lately, haven't you?
I love them because I can spread my legs.
Janice, you can't be doing that in public.
What? Whatever. Don't be so PC. This politically correct culture is ruining everything. Anyway, it might sprinkle around noon. So I suggest a little extra hairspray for both of you.
Well, we're not. We're going to be, I guess, going back out in the world after the show is done in an hour. It's 5 a.m. now, so we'll be back out on the street around 8, I guess.
Yes, and then I have to go directly home, and I can't go to any, I don't know, I can't dilly-dally, is what I'm trying to say. So don't get any ideas at both of you.
Because you have to get back home to your loving husband.
Yes,
Oh,
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
What
I
about-
love Jonathan.
Oh, really? What do you love about Jonathan, Janice?
I wish I could find a man like Jonathan.
What does Jonathan do while you're at work?
So basically, I would loop that and then rework it with a ding, 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 ding. Ah, ah. Oh man, this is gonna be a hit. Baby, do you like it? Do you like it one time? Hey, Nathan, can you turn me up in the headphone? Can you turn me up in the headphone, Nathan?
I'm sorry, Jonathan. I was been looking at a text.
You know I've been stressed out about my wife.
I know. Hey, listen, Jonathan. I want to say I appreciate you calling me whenever your wife goes to work, so we can have this place all to ourselves.
Yeah.
Because the acoustics in your house are fantastic.
Oh man, you could do anything in here.
Have you ever tried this? This is a technique I heard about recently, where you would sing into the open dryer.
Okay, you're talking about reverb.
Yeah, it's like a sort of natural reverb. Everyone's got a dryer in their home, so you can just sing into it and it gives you a natural reverb.
Nathan, I don't have a dryer.
Well, how do you guys dry your clothes?
We've been falling upon some hard times.
Jonathan, you sold your dryer?
That was the first thing to go.
How much did you get for it?
Oh, $17.
That's
was-
not much,
No,
Jonathan.
but at the time, we needed to eat.
So you bought $17 worth of food, or did you?
A couple scratch-offs and,
Oh, Jonathan.
I know, they just get me. I love the dollar ones, the snowflake, the different games. Dang, they're fun. But you know me, I'm a crazy man.
So what about your wife's salary? She's been on that show for 30 years.
Ooh, little known fact, the weather girl does not get as much.
Wait, I thought you were married to Meredith. Whose
I guess that's...
husband's name is also Jonathan. But you're married to Janice, the weather girl?
Okay, that's tricky.
So you have no idea what your husband does while you're here.
No, as I just told you, I can dream, can't I?
Well, my Jonathan's hot to trot. He's a record guy.
What does that mean, a record guy?
Well, he makes records.
Why,
Oh, okay.
Gold records.
Janice, what's this in your purse? It's wide open and there's just scratchers in here.
Don't worry about it. We're fine. It's just a hobby. I have it totally under control. Jonathan and I are fine. I had to go to the bathroom.
Good luck taking off that romper.
Hey everybody, did you just see me nail my spring suit collection suggestion segment?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. the fuck happened in here? I'm sorry that I'm good at my job, okay? I'm sorry that I take an average woman who is not feeling great about her shape and I put something on her that makes her ready to actually live her life this spring. I'm sorry that I help people blossom.
Listen, Catalina, we just discovered, Meredith and I, that we've been co-hosts of this morning show for 30 years and we've secretly been in love with each other the whole time.
Yeah, do you have an outfit for that?
Wow. I'm not going to say I'm surprised because I'm not. I think that maybe you're the only two who didn't see this happening.
No, that can't be.
That can't be.
That is
Oh,
true. That is
please.
true.
Oh, please.
Ralph, what are you doing here?
I've been waiting outside. I was nervous.
Shouldn't someone be manning the camera?
Well, I just heard a ruckus and I came running and then I heard your beautiful voice and I was like, what am I gonna not check it out?
My beautiful voice? Well, thank you. That's very sweet of you to say. I guess it is pretty beautiful. Or were you talking about me?
Yes,
Oh.
here it is. Yes.
Catalina, can I talk to you for a moment?
Sure.
Just over here. Two things. Do you think Ralph the cameraman is in love with Meredith, my co-host?
I'm not going to say I'm not surprised.
You seem to see all these things coming.
What was the second thing?
Oh, are you going to do one of those ambush makeovers today?
Absolutely. It's going to be rad. I'm stoked
Rad.
about it. Yeah.
Stoked. Where are you from?
I'm from Southern California.
Why are you mad about it?
I'm not mad. I'm just proud that I'm from the best place on the planet. And I'm sorry that you're not. All right, back to this. First of all, we need to get him back into the studio. Unless we're going to shoot in the green room. Is that what's going to happen? That might be fun, actually.
It might be fun to do a sort of behind the scenes of this show that's been on for 3 decades.
I'm just saying, if you're interested in that girl, she is a winner and everyone wants her. So if you are serious about this dude, then you got to make some plans right now and make your move.
Well,
all right?
I mean,
A move in the spring is a great idea to shake things up, all right? Don't be afraid. Go for a bold move. Go for a bold pattern. Switch it up, all right? Don't go with your normal approach.
well, here's my approach so far. I married another woman and have been married to that person for 30 years.
Yeah, you're in what we call a pair relationship. You know, it started great at the top and then just got big and heavy at the bottom, all right? So you need to minimize that heaviness, all right? And you need to just maybe slim it down, okay? Do you hear what I'm saying to you?
You're screaming at me.
I know, I'm
It's-
sorry. I coach Little League on the side. All right, come on, let's do this. We are 5 down. We can do this.
You're scaring me. Your eyes are twirling.
Your lack of confidence is scaring me, Alicia, all right?
Now, Catalina, should this child be here at the studio?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I
Her
pay-
training never ends.
I pay her for private lessons out of my own paper money.
What?
My paper route money.
But they do pay you in paper money.
True. Yeah, dollars.
Oh my God.
I pay her in dollars.
There's no hope for this one.
Janice, is that you in the stall?
I can't get out of my romper. It's all twisted.
Here, let me-
I don't know which way's up and which way's down.
I'll help you. My daughter Alicia. It's her first day interning here, and we're such big fans of you.
Oh no, I don't want you to see me like this.
I want to see you like this. It'll make me feel better. What's wrong, Janice? The weather not up to your liking today?
No, the weather's fine. It's going to be cloudy. I love cloudy days.
Well, then what's the tears for?
Well, it's just like, have you ever been in love?
Absolutely.
It's so great, but it can be so hard when your husband has. I can't say it.
Does it start with an R?
Ret. It does start with an R. What do you think the second letter is?
E.
Oh, yeah.
Ret.
Ret.
Jonathan, how are you doing with that retinal failure?
I can barely see. I have about.
I'm over here.
Okay, huh? I have about about a 1/18th vision sight.
Ooh.
The cone, it's obscured.
What about your rods?
Oh, twisted.
Order.
Oh, thank God.
So
Phew.
good to finally say it. I feel like I've lost 10 pounds.
What's the technical term for it?
Okay, that's a oh, dang. I know it's an R. Oh, that's a retin
disorder?
Yeah.
But he likes to call it
Ricky.
Is that, you ever feel like that's too technical?
Oh.
Have you thought about giving your disorder a nickname?
Maybe just R star.
All right.
But he finally settled on
Our star. How'd you know?
because my husband's name is Jonathan. What's your husband's name?
Jonathan.
It's all coming together. You see, my daughter Alicia is interning here at the studio. Your husband Jonathan is basically, what I'm trying to tell you is we have the same baby daddas. We have this.
Sorry. Explain. I'm sorry.
I am Alicia's mother. Alicia is interning here at the studio.
Right.
We have the same. I had a baby with your husband, and I'm trying to get close to you. Okay.
So, Catalina,
I can't say I'm surprised.
maybe we should do a segment before your ambush makeover on these baby dadas and that phenomenon.
Look, I'm up for anything. All right, but I if you have something you want to ask me about, just ask me directly. Don't ask me to go and produce a whole entire piece, which will be amazing and flawless. But I'm wondering why the timing of this seems a little bit weird. That you want me to do this.
Well, cards on the table.
Absolutely, always.
I worry because of my secret love for Meredith that she's mixed up with a bad guy who is also Janice's husband, perhaps, or at the very least, her baby data. So I want to expose this Jonathan, one of them, so that either Meredith is with a good man and will stay that way, or she's with a bad man and she will leave him, and perhaps I'll leave my wife, who I'm not really into.
Doesn't that feel better? Thank you for being honest with me. I mean, I really appreciate that.
It does feel better.
All right? That's the only way we can change our outside is from the inside. That's what I always say. You're a good guy. Your inseam's always wrong, but you're a good guy.
What should my inseam be?
It's very complicated. There's an algorithm. I'll get it to you. I'll forward it to you. But I will do this piece for you. Absolutely. We're going to have to get the two Jonathans in, Well, you're one of them. Right? No.
No.
What's your name again?
That's a good question.
God damn it. Can I just call you Jonathan?
Catalina.
Yep.
I'm not proud of what I'm about to tell you, but I just overheard a conversation in the ladies' bathroom.
Mm-hmm. What were you doing in the ladies' bathroom?
I wasn't in the ladies' bathroom.
Explain.
I was near it, listening at the door. I was hoping that Meredith had gone in there and she was going to maybe confess that she didn't love her husband and that we could finally be together, but no dice. It was just that Janice, and then some woman that I think is the parent of your Little League.
Oh, a useless
students.
Alicia girl.
Yeah.
And what'd you find out?
Well, it looks like Janice's husband is the father of this little girl.
Not surprised.
How? You don't even know. What?
Well, you want my help or not? Keep talking.
Well, I've never liked Janice, and I've never made a secret of that fact. And in fact, she and I have talked on air about how much we don't like each other. The audience seems to lap it up.
Well, I think you're stupid pants.
Janice, you wouldn't know what the weather was doing if it rained on top of your head, which it did today.
Well, I did know what was happening, but I was a little bit confused for a second because I thought it was a bird spitting on me, which has happened before. So your point doesn't even make sense.
Oh, guys, we're alive.
All right, well, why don't we go to, are you guys done?
Are we done?
Well, I don't like you. I just wanted to get that in there.
Well, I accept that. I say thank you, and then I am glue, and your words don't stick to me. Wait.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Paul in the skybox.
I love you.
So let me get this straight. You found out that that Meredith's child
No.
is whose?
Meredith does not have any children. This is Alicia is the daughter of this woman
Right,
that's in
sure.
the bathroom. Bathroom lady, I'll call her.
Oh, Catherine.
Well, how do you know her name? Oh, well, yeah, I guess she's the mom of the...
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm not an idiot.
I never said you were, Catalina. You're
Well.
very aggressive today. I don't know.
Sorry, I'm just really pumped up for spring.
Well, we've earned it after living through that awful winter.
Goddamn right. It's goddamn right.
Catalina, I don't know if you should be doing this much testosterone.
Look, it's a real personal issue for me.
I want to honor that, but I'm concerned about you, and you've been snapping on everyone.
Well, it's sad I don't get to have your support, Mom. But the doctor says it's fine. You know that I've always had the feeling that I want to go a little harder, be a little faster, It's only had positive effects, all right? Except for the negative effect of the lack of the support from my own mother. I mean, have I not made you proud? Am I not the highest rated fashion consultant in morning talk show history
You're a big deal.
in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying that some of the negative side effects are coming out. You're not a bodybuilder. You're not some sort of athlete. You don't need this raging testosterone in your body.
And I don't need this doubt. You know what I mean? I mean, this is why Dad left, because you just sat and you took it. And if I'd started taking that testosterone earlier, I could have done something about it. I could have kept him here. I don't know what you're talking about with these negative effects. Anyone can bend a spoon like I just did.
Marjorie.
Yes.
It's come to my attention that Janice, whom I hate, her husband is cheating on her and fathering Little League teams. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you something. Mm-hmm. If I were to expose this man as the horrible monster that he is, would that sufficiently build me up in your eyes that you would leave your loving husband, Jonathan, and marry me?
You called me Marjorie, Tom.
I didn't mean for that to slip out. That's my little secret nickname for you that I've had for all these decades.
Well, it's not quite a nickname of the same number of syllables as my real name.
I know. You always just seem like a Marjorie to me inside. I can't believe this. So down, I'm mortified. I mean, this is very embarrassing.
This is like when Ross said Rachel's name and him and Emily's wedding. Do you remember?
Of course I remember. We watched that episode of Friends together.
That was so many years ago.
So many years ago. Anyway, Meredith. I know your name.
If you broke that story, Tom, why I would have no choice but to grab you in my arms and swing you around and say, my God, this is the man I'm meant to marry.
Okay, good to know. All right, it's almost airtime. So here's the thing, team. Here's what we're going to do today. Of course, Catalina's going to do one of our ambush makeovers.
Sup?
Might want to get some, speaking of makeup, your upper lip seems a little...
And your upper lip seems a little weak.
I didn't even say anything. I didn't even finish the thought.
All right, keep going.
I do have a weak upper lip. It's because my teeth curve inward, so it gives the impression that I'm about to
well,
cry.
don't make me fucking asshole now just because you were born that way. I'm sorry.
Well, I wasn't. It was years of trumpet playing when I was a child. I just practiced too hard.
That's right. It's that embouchure.
That's right.
But yes, I have the ambush all planned. We have two gentlemen who don't know what they're coming in for.
Oh, it's a male makeup. Oh, wait, I forgot. Right, wink. Janice, for the weather today, after you're done telling people the wrong thing, why don't you stick around? And I think you'll want to see Catalina's segment.
I'd love to. Thank you for the invitation. I didn't have lunch planned, so I guess I could stay.
Ralph, I want you to really zoom in on Janice's face during Catalina's segment.
You've got it, boss.
Thanks, Ralph. Yeah, get my good side.
Oh, you don't have a bad side, I'll tell you that.
How about me, Tom? What can I do?
Well, Marge Meredith.
Huh?
Just be as brilliant as you always are.
And how about my daughter, Alicia? Alicia, come here.
Who are you, miss?
I'm Catherine.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, hey, Catherine, how you doing?
Bathroom lady.
Yes.
What is it, Mom?
What can my daughter now? She's your little intern. What can she do?
Oh, geez, like mother, like daughter. Spit a sentence out, lady.
What can I do? What can I do?
What? First of all, you can stop asking, what can I do?
Well, what can she do?
I'm your little
God,
intern.
What can she do?
Look, why don't you sit down and write about where you'd like to be in 10 years, okay? I want a full essay in 20 minutes.
Write Paris. That's the best thing to do.
Don't influence her. How do we know that Paris is the right thing for what?
Well, because she has family in Paris.
My uncle.
Does she really?
Well, if she doesn't know it yet, but you do.
My uncle.
Yeah, Uncle Fritz.
Uncle Fritz. He lives at the top of the Eiffel Tower.
Tom, can I talk to you in the hallway, please?
Who's Tom? Catalina, I'm sorry. I'm just...
You have got to pull your shit together. Now you're not knowing your name.
Losing my mind.
You called Meredith Marge.
I know. No one was supposed to
Sounded
hear
like
that.
there was more, too, not just Marge. I hope it wasn't Marjorie.
No one was supposed to hear that. I'm just all over the place because I'm so excited we're finally going to be together after this segment.
Yes, but walk me through exactly what it is you want me to expose here, all right? I'm really freaked out, and I'm not remembering exactly what it is.
Janice's husband is the father of that little League girl.
That's right. Janice's husband, Jonathan.
Yes.
Is
Same
the father.
name as Marjorie's. Meredith's husband.
Okay, I'm sorry. Am I in the right place?
Yes, you are. Hi, how you doing? My name is Catalina.
Okay. My name is Jonathan, and I'm here for our star repair segment.
Absolutely. We're going to just get you into this dressing room right here down the hall. Got your name on it.
I'm here too?
Nathan,
Absolutely.
yes.
Absolutely. I mean, I already see 5 things I could fix on you. One of them would be your voice.
I mean, this is just the way I sound.
It's all right. Why don't you guys go in that dressing room, make yourself comfortable, and we'll get you all set up in a minute.
Are they here?
Well, one of them is, and then some dude named Nathan. Is he someone's father? Am I missing something?
I don't know. That's new to me. I don't know who that guy is.
Well, I'll figure something out because I am that awesome.
All right, so...
The other Jonathan isn't here yet.
Welcome to Pennsylvania This Morning. I'm your host, Meredith Vonada.
And I'm your co-host, Tom Chalet.
Today we have a very special show for you.
That's right. We've got weather from Janice.
That's right. And we've also got a freak fart make.
What? Are you all right?
I'm sorry, Tom. What is it?
Meredith, what is there a problem with the prompter?
Yes, it says freak. It says freak.
No,
It
that's
shouldn't
my
say-
bad.
it
That's
should-
my
Ralph,
bad, guys.
Ralph,
please.
That's my bad.
Or Ralph.
Ralph.
Gee.
Talk to someone about the prompter. Frank,
All right.
fix the prompter.
I'm sorry.
Ralph has the wrong words in the camera.
You know, 30 years, ladies and gentlemen, and we've
I
never had a
know.
teleprompter mishap until today.
I know.
Why, I don't know what a freak fart is, but I'd like to know.
Well, I do, but that's a whole other segment, Meredith.
Catalina, of course, is here to do one of our ambush makeovers, which this time will have a little bit of a twist.
That's right. Stay tuned, folks. It's going to be awesome.
Well, first, let's go to weather with Janice. Now, Janice, what I hear is that it's going to be a little sprinkly today.
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Good,
That's
then
all
you won't
right.
have to say them.
Well, it is. We're expecting highs in the 36s and lows.
Highs.
And lows?
What's the low?
The lows are the 20s.
Are you doing Celsius again?
Yes, I am. You know I'm Canadian.
Why give us such a narrow range? The highs are...
Excuse me, I went to school for 6 months for this, okay?
6 months?
It cost me $30,000. I had to take out a loan.
You got ripped off.
I sold my eggs 4 times.
Highs in the
please.
36s.
Highs in the 36s. I suggest ladies wearing a hat.
Well, thank you so much, Janice. Well, keep your boots warm and your head cold warmers.
And I have one more announcement to make.
Sure.
Well, I see that my husband Jonathan is here for some lucky reason.
Is it Father's Day?
In a way.
You're about to find out.
Actually, it's Mother's Day. Jonathan, I'm happy to say, after many years of thinking I was infertile because of all the egg donations, I am pregnant with twins.
Jonathan, congratulations.
Oh, wow. That's great. Maybe we should take a break.
No, I think we should go right ahead and do your segment now,
Well,
Catalina.
Tom, we should take a break.
Meredith, please.
What?
This is important. Catalina, take it away.
Well, I had a whole song and dance intro, but now that's out the window. All right. Yes. Jonathan, hi. How are you? Why don't you tell me what you like to do for fun?
All right, Ralph, zoom in on Janice's face.
Oh, God, the pressure. Let's see. Well, mostly I cannot see most things. So I'm mostly just waving in the dark.
Tell him about singing in the dryer.
My friend Nathan, everybody.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
No. Yep, my friend and I started this amazing group in which we scream into the dryer, and it gets great reverb, and probably going to drop next month.
That's amazing. Speaking of dropping soon, what do you think about the brand new news you just heard?
Okay, yeah, and mostly I was confused, but I do want to say every woman is beautiful in their own way.
Oh, are they, Jonathan? It's me, Catherine. Mm-hmm. Do you remember this little face? This is your daughter, Alicia.
Daddy.
This was a little faster than I expected it to go, but we'll just roll with it.
Wait a minute, I don't understand. Jonathan, who's that little girl? She looks just like you.
Oh, Janice. I'm afraid I've been a dirty dog.
It's more of an ambush than a makeover right now.
Just to be clear, the makeover part is not happening.
It's actually not happening at all.
It's just
maybe I can trim his beard, but that's about it.
It's just an ambush.
You two are terrible people. And you, Jonathan, you're the worst of them all. You sick, sad monster of a man. And I've got some news for you, too. These twins aren't yours. Oh, no.
What?
They're the cameraman's.
Ralph.
I didn't catch his name because I wasn't looking at his face.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, the teleprompter's name is Ralph and the cameraman's name is Frank.
The cameraman's name is now.
The teleprompter doesn't
Meredith.
have a name.
Well, you're not one to talk about names, now are you, Tom? He called me Marjorie backstage.
I knew
Marjorie.
it. I knew it. I heard Marge, and I knew he meant to say Marjorie. You could tell.
He called me Marjorie.
We've all worked together 30 years, but are we really more than strangers?
What is happening?
You've worked here not 30 years, Janice.
27 and a half, to be exact.
You're still the kid around here. Don't get above your station.
Now,
Yeah, not too high. Not in those 36s.
Don't get up in the 36s, Janice.
you're sure we shouldn't go to commercial?
No, I want everyone to hear this. Meredith, I love you. I'm a good person, and I want to be with you. Sorry if my wife is watching. I'm sorry.
I don't know what to say.
Say yes.
Well, I'm
Meredith?
not. Okay. Let me just think about this. I have a husband,
I know, Jonathan.
Jonathan. Man, Jonathan must have been a very popular name in the 670s.
Down there in the 670s.
I don't know if I can leave him. I mean, we've been through everything. His sickness, his health, his richness, his poorness.
Are you trying to remember your vows right now?
Well, yes. Oh, heck, Tom. We've been through so much. How do we know that it's not just gonna fall to the wayside once we go together? How do we know that the passion won't just fade like a pear? Like what did you say to?
Just don't try to do my job.
Like a pear starts out very passionate and then
It
down
gets
heavy at the bottom.
Gets heavy at the bottom.
Although I'd see the passion as more of a circle.
Right.
The bottom is the juicy part.
All right.
Right, Ralph?
You got it, honey.
Meredith, there's no guarantee that we won't end up in a loveless marriage like I'm already in right now. But isn't it worth taking the chance for at least a fun wedding?
And even if it is loveless, come 5-6 years
Or less.
or less, it's the passion that counts. If I can be with most men with as much passion as my want, then doesn't that make me a liberated woman?
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yes, I'll marry you.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Live on air?
Yes, live on air.
Well, I am not surprised.
And it all happened in a place called Spontaneanation. Nicole Parker, where can people follow you on Twitter?
Well, you know that you can.
That's right.
For those twice a month tweets.
What's the handle?
Oh, I can't even think of it right now. It's NP Redford.
NP
That's right.
Redford, there you go.
And I'm on Instagram at NF Parker Girl. It's so hard for me to do that. Okay, NF Parker Girl. Yeah, that's right.
What does the F stand for?
Francis.
Me too, girl.
I know. I should start calling myself NFP.
Yeah, you know me.
Nicole F. Wait a minute. Nicole F. Parker.
Is there
All right.
anything that you would like to promote? This will come out May 22nd.
Oh, well, it's too late for all the stuff I'm doing.
As is often the case.
If you're in the Sag Harbor area, check out a new musical at the Bay Street Theater called Man in the Ceiling.
There you go. It sounds
June.
intriguing. I hope it's not about a spider wearing a coat. Mary Sohn, where can people find you? What do you want to tell them about?
You can find me at Merrill Swan. And I also have a podcast called Real Housewives Kiki Show.
What?
Wow.
Marion, this is how I find out.
I didn't know if that was,
Of course it
appropriate.
is. Of course. It's more than appropriate. What is the name of it?
Real Housewives Kiki Show.
Real Housewives Kiki Show. And tell me about this show. What is it?
Honestly, we were just talking about Real Housewives, but having a ball doing it.
What more could you? And that is available in all the usual places.
Yay.
There we go. Yay. Blasucci.
Yes.
Tell us.
Well, my Twitter name is Mem.
It finally happened.
What's a underscore?
That's what he says.
Oh, yeah.
It's
It's M underscore Blasucci.
Amanda's not impressed. It's M underscore, and he says Munderscore.
He said.
Yes, that's what he
That's
said.
what he says.
Oh, no.
And I think that's still my Instagram name too, and it's 1S 2C's in Blasucci. And you can just go on there and like some photos and and come May 22nd, I'll just have had a birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. And I'll have just performed at Amanda's wedding.
Performed?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What are you?
Right?
Yes, I'm going to. It's going to be my big debut.
Wow.
And that's about it. As I said last time, I'd love to get a spot on Bajillion Dollar. Maybe you'll be able to check me out on Bajillion Dollar listings.
Yes.
Well, it's properties, but good luck. You can see Nicole Parker on Bajillion Dollar Properties.
You can see everyone.
Because I knew the name.
Season 3 starts
Well, I'd love.
June 1st.
Isn't
June
there
I
a
forgot to
barista part
mention
or
that.
something I could have? Barista part? Your coffee?
Underscore, I will put in a word for you.
Put in more than a word.
So hopefully we'll get picked up. We'll get to do more episodes.
Well, God, I hope so.
But the first thing I'm going to do is say, you got to get Blasucci on the show.
but
you gotta.
But then if you call me and say you got a part, I'm going to say I don't want to go on there as a pity part. Oh my God! I'm going to say no pity parts for me. And I'm also in the Complete Joy, Amanda's new podcast.
That's right, which is terrific.
Yeah, thank you.
Please check out the Complete Joy podcast
Yes.
on Stitcher Premium, Howl FM. It is fantastic. And And Maria has a beautiful singing voice.
That is so sweet of you. Where are you talking? Which one? Because I
Joni's song.
Joni's song?
Joni's song.
I've been walking. It's something like that. It's something like that. Well, thank you. I if anyone out there has any record contracts or anything, just check me out.
Okay.
Just check me out on the Complete
Amanda
Joy.
Lund.
You can email me.
Where can people find you? What do you want to tell them about?
Adam on the Fun Buns.
What's happening?
I don't know, but like
It's kooky in here.
Amanda Fun Buns. Check out Complete Joy on Stitcher Premium and that other one. Not Earwolf.
Howl.fm.
Howl.fm. And Complete Woman will be at this time hopefully out for the masses on Earwolf.
Oh, fantastic. That's great.
For free.
There you go.
Maria Blasucci is in that as well.
Yes,
as
I play Joni, the curmudgeonly tattletale.
She's the bad.
Okay,
she's the bad
Maria.
I am. And if anyone out there is cast,
What's happening? All right, folks. Eban Schletter, check out Eban's podcast, Eban Schletter's Fantastical Musicorium. Maybe I appear on an episode singing a song, not this song. What can I tell you about? For all my live dates, go to paulftompkins.com. Yeah, look, it costs a lot of money, but it's worth it. It is a proprietary domain. paulftompkins.com/live. Find out where I'm going to be. We got to get the fuck out of here. Thank you to Earwolf for hosting the show. Thank you to Engineer Ryan for engineering us all the way to the end of the show, which this honestly is. Goodbye forever. Until next week, this is Paul F. Tompkins saying, Semper in Presenti!
Hey everyone, thanks for listening. And remember, if you've ever wanted to see a live show from your favorite podcasts, I have great news for you. The 3-day podcast festival, Now Hear This, is happening in New York City this September, and early bird tickets are on sale now. This year's lineup includes great Earwolf shows like How Did This Get Made, Comedy Bang Bang, Politically Reactive, and Who Charted, plus more of your favorites from Gimlet, Crooked Media, Public Radio, and Radiotopia. This is a great value. One ticket gets you access to all 25 live shows throughout the weekend, and buy now to save up to 35% on your ticket. That's $60.
Hello, people of Earth!
Now Hear This is September 8th through 10th in New York City. Come see great podcasts, meet the hosts, and make some new friends. Go to nowhearthisfest.com to get your tickets. That's nowhearthisfest.com. Act fast to save 35%. Early bird pricing ends May 29th.
This has been an Earwolf production. Executive producers Scott Ackerman, Chris Bannon, Colin Anderson, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more media and content, go to earwolf.com.